Welcome back to Before You Vote. Continuing our conversations with congressional candidate CD3, Democrat Yassamin Ansari. Thanks for doing this.
Thank you for having me.
It's great to finally meet you.
You as well.
Let's talk about the district, and let's start with your campaign with qualifications. What is it that you think qualifies you? Why run for the district where you're really popular in the seat that you're in, or in what you're doing now?
I think I bring, a good combination of both international experience working at the United Nations. I served as a senior policy advisor to the UN Secretary General, both the former one and the current one. So I have a background in climate policy and sustainability. But I also was a Phoenix City Councilwoman and vice mayor of the city. So bring very hyper-local knowledge on everything from addressing homelessness to public safety to niche issues like parks and roads in our community. So I think I am best served with that coupling of experience to be the next congresswoman for this community.
So I think that's a great place to go then. Take what you did at the city and what you're doing locally, but then how do you take that knowledge and how does it influence you in what you do in Congress if you win there?
Yeah, I think that, having served this city and being, Phoenix being the 5th largest and fastest growing city in the country, there's no better experience than knowing our biggest issues. Through my primary campaign, my team and I knocked on over 165,000 doors in this community. I've obviously been very active over the last 4 years as a councilwoman, so I know what people are concerned with. It's our housing crisis, housing affordability, rent and home prices going up significantly. We know that we have a rise in homelessness. We know that people are concerned about extreme heat. So having that experience and really seeing how the city of Phoenix can benefit from federal funding and having a strong member of Congress in this seat, I'm very excited to work with my friends and my colleagues at the city to continue serving this district and this community. So many of the same issues are what I hope to work on when I'm elected.
The difference being, and this is the key I've been asking all the candidates on both sides of the aisle in all the districts, is you're in such a massive body in the House of Representatives.
Right.
And so it takes building a consensus.
Yes.
And it seems as politically divided as we are, even within political parties, how do you get that consensus to get things done?
Again, I think city experience is really helpful in that because we learn to work together in a nonpartisan way. When I was on the city council, I often worked with my Republican colleagues on issues like raising wages for working people, on building new homeless shelters, on funding our police department. So, I am a Democrat. I'm, a very proud Democrat, but I am someone that wants to work with people no matter what side of the political spectrum they're on, if we can come to consensus on issues. So if I can work with my counterparts in Congress, regardless of ideology, on making housing more affordable, making healthcare more affordable, making sure that working people in this district are treated well and have good economic opportunities, I'm more than happy to do that.
So to that, you've got to be able to speak to independent voters. That's one of the nice things about the growth in independent voters is both parties have to speak with them. But the diversity of this district, you knocked on all those doors. We got about a minute left. What are some of the big issues that the members of this district across party lines think are the biggest issues in the district?
It really depends on what area of the community you're in, and I never want to, respond in broad strokes. I do think, broadly speaking, many, despite political party, are concerned with access to freedoms. Women's reproductive issues and access to bodily autonomy is huge in this district, and I think, I'm going to be someone who's always standing up for women and for, abortion access. Economic issues, I would say, are a very close second. The housing shortage in our community and people being concerned that they will not be able to have that American dream that
pay their rent
is another. And again, I think that's one that we've seen bipartisan work at the state legislature on that issue. I think we can see it in Congress, and these are the issues that I'm talking about. And whether I'm in downtown Phoenix, South Phoenix, Maryville, Glendale, I really want to hear the concerns of my constituents, hopefully in Congress next year, and make sure that I'm advocating for them in the best way possible.
Well, I know it was a tough primary, so congratulations on the primary win, and I wish you the best in the general, and I hope we get to talk again.
Thank you, absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Be an informed voter, and this is just one piece of this. Go learn more about the candidates, go to their website, do your homework, reach out and be in contact. In the end, your vote is going to matter the most, and make sure you're an informed voter. We'll be back.